thick and fast on this. In fact, we have TMC MP Jawhar Sircar now joining us. Mr. Sircar, good evening. Thank you for speaking to Times Now. What do you make of what Jairam Ramesh has said? Do you think G20 has anything to do with elections?
Yes, of course. We've been saying it for a long time. Mr. Modi has got a run-up for the elections, including the inauguration of the Ayodhya Mandir. He's got it all planned out because the election dates are more or less fixed. This G20 is playing around with something that is very routine. These organizations, international organizations, are there a dime a dozen, and G20 is just one more of them, where any person, any country assumes a presidentship for a year. Nobody knows who was the president last year. Nobody will know who's the president next year. It's a very routine sort of a thing where the countries come represented at the middle level, or at the most at the foreign minister's level. The prime ministers meet about once, the prime ministers or presidents meet. Now, taking this to a great coliseum type of event is the Modi style of functioning. When you don't have substance, you have glitz. Now, this, as I said, it's a completely routine thing, and he's been using it as a hype that he is now...
Hold on, Mr. Sircar. You know, let's get into this step by step. You are saying it's a routine thing. Then you believe that Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister, has turned it into an election thing. The two things are contradictory, sir. Yeah. Because the last year, if you remember, you are linking it to polls. So let me tell you, last year, the G20 summit was held in Bali. It was in November. Elections are due early next year. So how are the two events related?
This was, one second. He needs a run-up for the elections in the year 2023 and early part of 2024. G20's routine that he would be president for this year has been India would be president for this year, and any person could go, a deputy secretary could go and get represented. That's not the point. The point is India is being represented as the presidency for this year. That is fixed. And that is the year, those are the months in the elections. So how could Mr. Modi let go a point like this where he can beat about and say, I have become the leader of the world? When you can't even get a position in the Security Council, the real making body in the world, you try your best for 10 years and you can't impress people. You frighten people with your aggressive stand, and you don't get a position in the Security Council. You can't get past the nuclear
Mr. Sircar, if what you are saying is true, then by this logic, other member countries should not participate in the G20 at all?
No, they will participate anyway. It doesn't matter who, as I said, it doesn't matter who's heading it. There is a set of agenda that will be, and next year, where you don't even know where it's going to be in Timbuktu. The point that I'm making is the exaggeration of the importance of a routine international get-together. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, my final question to you, Mr. Sircar, is what the BJP has said. The BJP is saying that Team India is desperate, and because you hate Prime Minister Modi, which is why you're politicizing G20. Your response?
No, that's not the issue. You see, it's a series of actions like this that are completely hollow and drum beating instead of taking up real substantive issue national policy. That frightens us, that worries us. It's not a question of love. He's there, he's 73, I am 72. I mean, it's there, he's there. He has his own place. I mean, I can't sort of scream it down. But the point is, that fact that he's using the driver's seat for politicization and exaggeration of such.
So, Mr. Sircar, don't you think the glory of G20 will help India, as in the country, not the party?
There is no glory. You are falling for the narrative. There is no glory. Do you know whether Indonesia went sky high when it was held in Bali? It is one of the 40 conferences that was held in Bali. This is going to be one of the 30 conferences being held in Delhi. So why are we going for a narrative that this is it? That India has reached the top of the world.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Sarkar, for your views. Thank you for speaking to Times Now. Hannan Mollah also joining us. Needs no introduction. Mr. Mollah, good evening. What would you say to what Jairam Ramesh has tweeted? He believes G20 is election campaign for the BJP.
Oh, I have nothing to say on that Ramesh, but my opinion is it is G24.
You're linking it to the polls in 2024.
As if for the first time in the world, somebody has become president. And using that for electoral purpose, success of the Narendra Modi. So it is not G20, it is G24.
Okay. Now, Mr. Mollah, the BJP is saying that this is nothing but desperation of Team India, which is why you're going after G20.
Speak rubbish. I have nothing to say against that. They're destroying the country. They are saying there is Jungle Raj in Bihar and there is Ram Raj in Manipur. Do you agree with that?
No, violence of all forms must be condemned, Mr. Mollah. Where's the debate on that? But that's not the question I asked you.
Saying whatever they say on their own political purpose, only to paint their falsehood.
Okay, this is diversionary tactic you're saying being adopted by the BJP using G20 as a diversion. Thank you for your views. Anila Singh, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, also with us. Anila Singh, the opposition says Prime Minister Modi is an event manager. You're using G20 for political gains. This is an election campaign for you.
My Ram to all, and what else you can expect from this political party, a political party of sycophants. Jairam Ramesh is one of the tallest sycophant of this particular family, who thinks that they are the politicians of India, of Bharat. And how he is ridiculing G20. He is failing to understand it is not about the politics, it is about our nation. And we are so proud to host G20. Instead of cooperating in it, he is trying to target Prime Minister. A Prime Minister because of him, because of Mr. Narendra Modi ji. We are hosting this G20 event in our nation. But they cannot understand because they think that India is not a nation or Bharat is not a nation. So they are not nationalist people. When they are not nationalist, they cannot feel that how proud a nation can be when such events are organized.
Okay, Anila Singh, the Team India parties, the India allies are also saying that this is not G20 but G24, linking it to 2024 elections.
This is their mindset. This is their mindset. Because whole life this Congress party has been doing this only. Because if we talk about Congress party, it is what? It is handcrafted by Britishers. So their loyalty is towards UK and the mindset of all those Britishers. They can never ever be loyal to Bharat. So they have kept the name of this alliance also dotted one. They have created dots in between India. This is their mindset. So let him say whatever he wants to say. Let the party do whatever they want to do. Bharatiya Janata Party or the NDA alliance, we are here to serve this nation, and Narendra Modi ji is doing the fantastic job as the Prime Minister of Bharat.
All right. Thank you for your response, your views, Anila Singh. Akanksha, thanks for your inputs. We're taking a short break. Viewers, stay with Times Now.